Hi, I'm Father Scurti with Friends of the Word, the Weekday Word. And my guest today is returning, Jean Michaud. Welcome, Jean.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Jean has been a guest a few times on our show. The topic she has been discussing with us in various ways is slavery, human trafficking, consumerism, and fair wage. And these are some of the topics we're going to continue today. I'm starting with a little brochure document that was issued by the United States Catholic bishops on human trafficking. As many as 700,000 persons are trafficked globally each year, men, women, and children. Survivors of human trafficking are commonly linked by poverty and lack of opportunity. They are connected by their desperation and their perception of migration as an accessible escape route. Often they seek to escape life of an oppressive slum with the hope of finding opportunity and a brighter future elsewhere. Combined with these economic root causes is a demand, and this is for us, especially today, our topic, in developed nations for the services of sex trade and forced labor. Human trafficking will never be truly defeated without eliminating the consumerism that feeds it and prosecuting those actors in receiving countries, including our own, that benefit because of the exploitation of vulnerable human beings. Extremely important. If the product is sold, someone's making money on it, and it's popular, we trace that back, and very often, not all products, slaves are producing that product. It's heartbreaking.
It is. It is. And it's very hard to track because there is a supply chain. So what we buy in the store, and let's talk for a moment about you buy a cotton shirt. All right, if you think about it, and I probably don't have all of the links in the chain, but the cotton needs to be planted, cultivated, picked. That's all in one location. Typically, I think it would need to be transported to a place, a factory, where it would be, in our example, woven into the fabric. And in a lot of cases, I think it would again need to be transported to another place where the actual shirt would be made. And then it gets transported again to the stores that sell it.
Now, typically, give me a country of origin.
One of the major growers of cotton is Uzbekistan. And in fact, at a certain time of the year when they are going to pick the cotton, they're so productive with it that they take children out of school to go into the fields to pick the cotton.
And they're getting pennies for this?
Or nothing. Plus, they're endangering a great resource for the country, for their development, which is the education of their children.
Sure. That's amazing. Yeah. And they're not unique?
No, they're not unique. That's a good, easy example of what goes on. And it could be in the production of the cotton, in the factory where it's woven, you could have slaves. In the factory where the shirt is actually sewn, could be slaves. So there could be more than one group of slaves involved in that.
What would be a good site for our audience to go on to find out the whole topic?
With what we're talking about right now, there is an organization that I believe it was in 2011 put up a website called slaveryfootprint.org.
Great.
And they will identify different products and where they are from that are typically involved with slaves.
And they could be on our tables or in our homes, those products.
Absolutely. And you can do your slavery footprint. They ask you some questions, and you identify how many rooms you have in your house, what kind of technology, what sports equipment, what kind of clothing, your gems, and different things. and they come back and tell you how many slaves work for you. It's very, very powerful.
Yes, it sounds it.
And they also give you a tool where you can send a letter to a company that you like, asking them to make sure that they are not using slaves in the products that they are selling.
Excellent. Now, on the other flip side of that, give us some companies that are promoting fair trade. Is that
Fair
what they
trade,
call them?
yes.
Fair trade items.
Okay. I am a chocoholic. I just happened to know I had bought a Ben and Jerry's coffee Buzz, and they have identified that they use only fair trade products.
Excellent, excellent. Fair trade cocoa beans, coffee, sugar, and
Yeah.
vanilla eggs from cage-free hens. Well, okay, Ben and Jerry's. Okay.
Okay.
And now we're not promoting consumer products. We're just promoting and educating you, I hope, and all of us together, on which products are fair trade. And I think we need to know that. And then you can shop anywhere you want, but we need to know what are fair trade products. And this you picked up at
L'Occitane. I was shopping with a friend, and I just was inspired to ask the woman who was in the shop if they used any fair trade products.
Right.
And she gave me this brochure. So going into your cosmetics and lotions are some minerals that are typically mined by slaves. And to the credit of this company, they have gone out and made sure that what they use in their products are not mined by slaves.
So the products can be varied, and if we trace them back, if the producers, the people creating the products, if they are paid a just wage,
Exactly.
then we're building up the character, building up the person, honoring and respecting the person and the dignity of the human
Absolutely.
being. Okay,
Absolutely.
give us other
Well,
examples.
coffee is one thing that is very much grown by slaves, and equal exchange is one of a good number of organizations that not only practice fair trade, but they go one step further. And they work closely with Catholic Relief Services, among other organizations. They work with people on communes, and they teach them the proper way to grow the coffee and make sure that they are getting a fair wage
That's
for
so
that.
important. Typically,
Yeah.
the wage of a slave is nothing or
Nothing or
food
very,
or
very, very, very
or
little.
shelter. Okay, and give us one or two others.
Okay, my chocoholic again. There's a number of companies. This is Divine Chocolate. They are fair trade, and it tells you here on the inside of the wrapper. This is hard to see because this is not very dark.
Right.
But this particular woman that they're showing here works on a commune in Ghana. So they're raising up people in different areas
That's
of the
important.
world.
The dignity of the human being, that's always our issue as Catholics and as Christians. We're based on Christ's love for us and his mandate to love one another as he loves us, as God loves us. Thank you for being with us today, and I thank Jean Michaud for opening up our eyes a little more on consumerism and fair trade. Hopefully, you'll get more information as time goes on. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you.